it would be fantastic that she'll be able to share some of our stories with us today. The second gentleman that I'm going to be sharing his story, right, is boss lady. By the way, she's based in Italy, and the boss man is going to be sharing his story today. He's based in Texas, and oh boy, does he have a story to share with you. So I'm hoping that you're sitting down, right, pen and paper, okay? This is not just going to be listen and do nothing. This is going to be write down, because there's going to be some nuggets given to you, and put it into action. So I'm going to kickstart. Thank you very much. So I'm going to kickstart by saying this. We are hoping to build a fan base around the world. Okay, we're going to be building a fan base around the world, and we need people who are going to be ambassadors to become a fan and to be able to promote our business. These people have started our business, they've joined a business, been in the business for about a year or so, and they're doing exactly that. So normally I would have given the boss lady to start, but I'm going to give the gentleman a start. Why? This is a man's Zoom. Yeah. No. So the two of you, I just want you to take 2 minutes to just introduce yourself. I don't want to take your shine. Just introduce yourself. I'm going to go with the boss man first. Just 2 minutes. Introduce yourself, and let's know who you are, please. Boss man.
Well. Thank you so much, Brother AJ, and I appreciate for having brought me on this platform, and all I see is greatness around me. I'm so excited. But on the downside a little bit, I wouldn't have been here actually. I wouldn't have been here. And I know my brother, Pastor Eddie, is probably smiling and saying, wow, this man has showed up. Thank God. And a couple of days ago, I was down. I was really down. But thank God I'm up. But quickly, we shall come to that later. My name is Edward ESK. I'm a dad. I'm a grandpa of 2 girls, a month, and the other one is 11 months. 3 children, 33, 28, and 26. I actually do a day job, and I also have my side hustles like everybody has. And there's just one thing I would like to share with you, one nugget. I'm a late bloomer in this industry. A late bloomer in this industry and this opportunity of healthy. I'll share with you why I say that. Briefly, this is it for now. Brother AJ.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Boss lady. Wow.
Yes, welcome. Thank you so much. What a privilege.
Welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Iraba Mansa. A certified health and nutritionist coach, and I have 4 children. Yes, and it's a journey with me, my health. Why I decided to upgrade myself by going back to school, because I have a child who is a diabetic. Myself, there was a whole lot of healthy issues. So here I am. As I've said, it's a great privilege that last 3 days when you called, I'm like, oh, okay. So it's true that I'm coming on. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, it was a big surprise, honestly, when Pastor Lee called me and said, "Oh, can you send me your picture?" My picture. I said, "Yes, he wants us to talk." Okay. So honestly, I thought he was even the one going to host, but when he called, I said, "Oh, so it's true." Anyway, so here I am. That today we're going to share, my experience and what I've learned to impact to others, so that together we can all stay in good health and to thrive as well, to live.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that introduction. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to quickly set the direction for you, I'm just going to ask the gentleman first, only because he has to leave us at a short while. that's why also I'd like him to go first. But what we're going to be talking about initially is, for the both of you, I just want you to share some of your experiences with the product, okay? We'll spend about 20 minutes or so, right, on the product. And then after that, we're going to talk about the business. And of course, we're going to talk about maybe your 2 or top 3 tips that for anybody who's actually looking at this opportunity. And then from that on, if there's any questions and answers, we'll finish off. So the whole thing should take us about an hour. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So let's kickstart. Brother Edward, right? Please share your story, because I don't want to, I know your story, but I want to hear it from you, because when you spoke to me the other day, it impacted me so much, right? That I think it is very, very important that people on this platform and beyond are actually able to hear your story with regards to the product. Please share the story with us.
Yes, thank you, Brother AJ. I want to refer to my story as a mixed grill. It's a mixed grill. And my story is predicated on one thing. And that thing is, I believe I am a victim of my generational nutritional and social habits. I've suffered certain health challenges that are preventable. I've lost my father and mother, who were at a very early age of 55. And they died from health challenges that were very, very preventable. Very, very preventable. And these health challenges I've suffered, yes, granted, my parents did the best they could within their nutritional knowledge and their financial means. As a person, as a Black person, we share food. We share food out of love, and food to us is love. And being in this community, I just do a second or two fast forward. I would want us to share this food as healthy love. Now, what are the challenges that I've suffered? In 2015, I suffered from a blood clot that has actually been with me and is going to be with me for life. It's called DVT. It's a blood clot in my leg. And 2, I've had a persistent constipation issue, which, thank God, being part of this community, it's a thing of the past. I could not remember how many times I had to go to relieve myself with so much pain. And as a Black man, it's difficult to talk about these issues, but I want to talk about these issues, lay them out there, so as to be able to tell my fellow Black men that it's good to talk about these things, because these are healthy issues that will improve us. Now, how have I benefited from being in this community? I have changed my lifestyle. Through simple changes, changing my nutrition, changing my habits, I've been able to improve my health. I never used to do things I'm doing now, and given the products I've jumped onto, actually my favorite products are the premium capsules. I take the premium capsules on a daily basis. And I'll share one story within my story. And that is what happened 3 days ago. Tuesday, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday, I was actually down last week. Down with the flu. I don't want to call it that big monster name. It was a flu. I was down, I lost my knees. I could not actually even get out of bed. But thank God, I just told myself, somebody had mentioned to me, these capsules are actually clinically tested to actually improve our health. The moment you take them, you flood your body. Your body is nutrified, for lack of a better term. Is nutrified. I'm not making any medical claims, but the thing is this: when you put the right stuff in your body reacts and works the way it's supposed to work.
Exactly.
So what I did a combination of taking my concoction, lemonade, garlic, honey, and everything else. I did my homework because as Africans, we used to get a lot of what you call, those leaves in the bush here and there, boil them, and then cover yourself. Here we call it steaming yourself. I had my eucalyptus, I did that, and most importantly, I tripled the intake of my capsules. Here I am 4 days from then. I don't even believe that I'm able to do this call. I told my brother Eddie, my brother Pastor Eddie, I'm not able to do it. And he called me back and said, Brother Edward, okay, God bless you. If you're able to, come on. But here I am today, thank God, because of being in this community. My story is long-winding and so big that for now, I'm only going to share this part because of time factors. Thank you so much, Brother AJ. Well, the floor is yours.
Can I actually just ask you, how long have you been in the business?
Well, I've been only in the business 1.5 years. And the way, can I proceed with that? The way I started my business is I didn't jump on as a partner. I jumped on as a consumer. I was introduced to this business by my upliner and very good friend and business partner, Phyllis, out there in the UK. And reluctantly, I accepted to take the capsules. 4 months later, 1st of January 2020, I said, I'm going to jump on because I saw improvements in the way those capsules did to me. The constipation had eased. As for my DVT, it's a long and ongoing challenge. But the thing is, because of the combination of the changes that I've been able to adopt,
yes,
should take longer sleep, drink more water, and also, keep my mentality, at ease, and also being able to take care of my diet issues. That has helped a lot. I'm able to contain my DVT.
Fantastic. They say health is wealth, but in our business, that phrase, is very true, because it doesn't matter how much money you have if you don't got your health, it doesn't mean anything, right? So yes, we are so proud, of what you've achieved so far. Boss lady, my goodness, a nutritionist in this business, right?
Yeah.
Guys, look, here's the thing. In this business, right, we have a whole lot of people, right? We have accountants, we have Boss Lady Charity, who was in the parliament, we have, teachers, we have stay-at-home moms. But for a nutritionist to actually see the
recording in progress.
Thank you. For a nutritionist to actually see the benefits of being part of this movement, I think is absolutely fantastic.
Recording stopped.
Please, Boss Lady, share your story with us.
My story is it's long, but I'll try and make it brief. Yeah, I was already I had high blood pressure when I had my first one. It was about it's more than 20 years now. And after 3 months, I stopped taking it, through it all. So the last, let's say 12, 13 years, I decided to change my diet. And that is when I also realized that my son, the third one, is a diabetic. And honestly, out of ignorance, I didn't even ask whether it was a type 2 or type 1. After 5 years, all that they told me was that he's type 1. All children are type 1. Oh, really? Okay. But I want to, elaborate it on myself in the first place, because I was then size 18. So I decided to slim down, trying to eat this, on the internet here and there. And at a point, I even stopped eating the way we do in Africa, like the stews with tomatoes and all that. So I stopped, and that's about 2 years ago, I decided to go back to school. I said, no, I really want to, because my mom was more of a nurse to us, during our upbringing in the evening. eat very light. So I said, okay, I really want to delve into this, how we can, what food is for us. Food is what has helped us to grow. But if you don't eat it well, it can also jeopardize your health and everything. So I decided to go back to school. That was 2 years ago. And then I realized so many things. And during that time, that is where this business was introduced to me. I'm like, okay, let me just give it a try, because I've always, been in this home business and all that. So I wanted to give it a try. I came in with the business conscious. But when I started taking the tablet, and I'm like, okay, honestly, the lady was like, okay, why don't you give it a try? I said, okay, I'll see. But my main issue was to be in the business. So I started taking it. And honestly, all of us, our body produces insulin. So in the morning, we'll be feeling hungry, or sometimes we'll be feeling nervous and all that. And to be honest, I was somebody, although I was not a diabetic patient, in the morning, if I don't eat, I'll be shivering. And when I started taking this product, everything stopped. It's like when it's 8 and 9 and I haven't eaten, I'm like, hey, what is going on? And the second thing was when I'm hungry and I don't eat in time, I'll be having problem in my navel. Everything stopped after the first one. And I'm like, hey, is it what I'm taking? Is it what I'm... Honestly, I really debated with myself. So I decided to take the second batch. And I realized that, wow, during my pregnancy, I was somebody who was not able to brush my teeth in the morning because I'll be bleeding. I was having gum bleeding. And it went on for a while. I've been taking, I'm somebody who doesn't also like taking the counter medicine. So once a while, I'll be using salt, this home remedy thing. But when I started taking the Juice Plus, and I'm like, the blood has stopped, although I'm still on it. There's a whole lot, and it has really helped me. It has really helped me. My son, who is a basketball player, he used to sleep in the afternoon. By taking the omega-3, I'm like, hey, mommy, I don't sleep in the afternoon. And I said, okay, so you have to continue taking it. So honestly, this product, and then when I studied it with my school, when the business conscious actually vanished when I started taking it. So I decided to give myself a break, finish it, because I was then in my, I was then getting to the end. I was even writing my thesis, so I had to even interview others to have a history, health history, to be able to present to the school. So honestly, this project has really helped me and my children. Yes, to be honest. And the last one is the 16-year-old now, who was having this menstrual cramps. And I didn't have it. Honestly, she really suffers. And every time she has it, I'm like, look, I can't understand because I haven't been there before. But many a times, the way I see her, I'll just run to my room and cry alone. And she will come to me, no, mommy, you are also crying. I said, I don't know what you are going through. But thank God, now with only the gummies.
Yes.
The pain has gone down. The pain has really gone down. Yes. It has really gone down. Not as before. So honestly, I really... I don't think I'll stop taking this, although there was a break, and after school, I'm back, not even with a business conscious, but to tell a story, preach to impact, others, how best, what eating only grains will help the body, and to fight the antibodies to be able to manage the diseases in the body. So this is how I will end.
Wow. It is absolutely amazing. If you're not in this environment, if you're not amongst the like-minded people, then you wouldn't understand right? The benefits that you can actually get from nutrition.
Yeah.
You know, because I gotta be honest with you. I've been in the business just for over a year, and prior to this, my idea of nutrition is having one banana, and then I think I've done my bit. You know, because like I said, 5 a day. So most people even struggle with that 5 a day. You know, but I was at a situation where, like Edward says, we're African men, we're stubborn, right? If you're not a big fat African man sitting on a big fat chair, right, they will think that there's something wrong with you. There cannot be a skinny man in Africa. It's like, hey, what's going on there, man?
Yeah.
But that, like you said, that is wrong, isn't it? Yeah, that is wrong. So this business has taught me better nutrition, right? I'm not like the guy behind me yet, but you know what? I'm able to go for like runs and walks, which I couldn't do before. And like your son, you mentioned your son loves the Omega.
He's a bucket. Yeah, he does.
My favorite. Yeah, my favorite. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what we're talking about, right? We're talking about nutrition that's going to change your life, right? So if you're watching on anybody's platform, I suggest you quickly get those buttons going, tap in there and say, hey, what are these people talking about? Let me know some information about it. Yeah? Okay. This is 2022. It's never going to be BAU, business as usual. No, sir. Yeah? We got to do something different to be able to achieve something different. Is that not right? Yeah?
Sure.
Great.
Sure.
So, look, that brings me on to the business side. Right? The business side. Now, yes, we're a nutritional company, but we also get rewarded handsomely for promoting health, which is amazing. Yeah, I don't know how some of you guys feel about it. I think it's absolutely amazing. There are so many businesses out there that you could have done. Honestly, so many businesses out there. But what is the point of the money if your health suffers? What's the point? To give you an example, I once had a friend, said to me, "Oh, AJ, I think I've got the right business for you." I said, "Oh yeah, I like business. Go and talk to me." He said, "It's going to be this guy who's going to teach us how to do Forex." I was like, "Okay," and he's based in Dubai, and he's going to teach us about the candles and how to understand shares and stuff like that. It's like, great. He says, "But there's a fee to get in." Like, all right, here comes the rubber, as they say. So I said, "How much is it?" He said, "Well, there are actually 3 plans, so you can choose which one you want. There's a gold plan, right? And that is about £10,000. I'm like, okay. It says there's a platinum plan, and that one is about 7.5, 8,000. I said, "Which one is the cheapest?" "Tell me you're African without telling me you're African." I said, "Which one is the cheapest?" He said, "Well, there's a silver one, and that's $5,000. I said, "Sorry, brother, I'm out." $5,000. Why am I saying this? With our business, the interest, the entry fee is low, or the ratio to reward is so high, which is absolutely amazing, isn't it, guys? So I'm going to start, again with the boss man because of his time. Boss lady, I hope you don't mind. Normally I'm a gentleman.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but he has to rush up. But listen, boss man, tell me, eventually you got into the business, right? What was the turning point for you deciding that, yes, I'm actually going to do this as a business? And also, what is your expectation? What are you hoping to get out of it? Share some of that with us.
That's a very great question, Brother AJ. I was actually shaking my head when you were giving that analogy, and I was saying, wow, this is what this business is all about. You get more than you put in. Talk about health. What other business can, give you so much? This is what you put in.
Mm.
and even take care of your health, at the end of the day. Share that experience with, your partners, your prospects, and your customers out there. This is how great this business is. But I would just like to backtrack a little bit before I answer your question. Just say something about, the stories we're sharing here. These are stories that are very personal. We've actually gone through so much of a transformation. These are stories we're sharing, raw and real. And we hope they inspire prospects out there and even partners out there that, this is the real deal. So briefly, I would just like to touch on that one. I joined the business a year and a half ago. And it took me about 4 months to actually hop onto the business because I was a consumer initially.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is my experience. It took me time to get on my feet. On my feet as far as getting that return from the business. Along the way, I've come to realize that we are actually in the business of saving. And when you're in the business of saving, you first have to know where you stand. Know yourself. That's supposed to be your mindset. Know yourself, stand on your 2 feet, build yourself, and then at the end of the day, when you go out there, you're going to be giving your prospects and sharing your story with your partners in a very authentic way. So, to answer your question, the turning point wasn't just a particular point in my preparation as a partner. It was gradual. I'll give you a very good example. Right now, I've actually come to this realization because when you're on a journey, you keep transforming yourself. Right now, I've told myself, I'm going to compartmentalize the way I'm going to approach the business. I'm a partner plus. Given where I am, I've told myself 80% put yourself out there. 80% put yourself out there, build your image, build your personality, and then also 25% pushing the product. At the end of the day, everything meshes into you being known out there, and at the end of the day, you being a product of your product, so to speak.
Yes.
So, as I'm transforming myself from the level where I am to the level where I'm going to be, this is my approach. But we shouldn't forget that we're in a business of service. In a business of service, you have to be out there and serve. Yes, we all want to make a buck. We want to make a buck. That's what we all aim for.
Yeah.
Service comes in first. When you serve, you're giving a part of yourself through service. A lot more is going to come back in terms of you being appreciated. So, in a short word or 2-3 words to answer your question, it's been a gradual transformation for me. And in a way that I've explained it, that's the way I've approached it. It's been very, very paying off, but we are planters. We're supposed to be there, patient, and waiting for the day when things are going to align.
Yeah, that is fantastic. You're absolutely right. With this business, I love it in the sense that there's that support system there, to help hold your hand right from when you start as a partner to partner plus, to senior partner. Some of these title we're mentioning may not mean anything to you if you're not in the business at the moment, but it's a gradual process and there's a reward scheme, right, in this business. But the fact remains is this: although you're in business for yourself, in this environment, you're never by yourself. You're never by yourself. When you're in an environment with like-minded people with the same goal, it's difficult for you not to pick something up out of that. I always say this: the way you come into this business, trust me, it's never going to be the same way that you actually step out of it. Yeah. How many of you who are partners or in this business have learned how to do TikTok? A year ago, I didn't know what TikTok was. My Facebook was non-existent. But I have learned, and I have the right people who have done this business on my speed dial, right? People like Boss Lady Charity. I need anything, right? These are people, the people who have made the mistakes, gone through it, and have learned from it, and they're now able to teach it to us. These are the people, these are the sort of support network that we have in this business. So you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. Yeah. Boss Lady, please share with us, what is your experience so far?
My experience so far in this business, honestly, as I said earlier on, I came in with business questions, and then after what it actually did to me, taking the product, I've now decided to I'm also on Partner Plus still, but I'm not allowing the position to bother me so much, because I know I have a lot I want to share, especially with my community, and then with women, our experience, the way our body works, our guts and everything. So with my experience in the business, honestly, I attended recently the convention, and I was impacted so much. I cried that day.
Yes.
I cried that day, and there were ladies around who were actually consoling me. And what actually did to me that day, I've written it down, and I know when I get to where I want to, I'll really share my story, why I cried that moment. Because it's, you can't imagine that the universe, we are so grateful that we've come to understand that we are part of the universe. We are part of creation. And when you look into the Bible principles, Jacob, is it Jacob? Yes. Jacob was able to create his own animals. How did he do that? When he was with the uncle, he was then a shepherd. He realized the uncle was cheating him. So what he did was that he would be putting stakes around the pool, the pond, where the sheep will come and drink water. So what happened was that when the sheep gets pregnant, those that gave birth with lines were his. So when I have this revelation, I said, yes, after Bologna. I said, yes, you can also create your own. That is how God has created us. And you can create your own. And so if we are fortunate to be in this business, can you imagine in your 60s, in your 70s, you'll just still be having time for yourself, staying at home, and you are making money. It's a very beautiful thing, and it's I can't even care. It's unimaginable. Yes. It's unimaginable.
Yeah,
so
very much so.
That is all that I can say. Yes, as I've said, I remember the last time they were saying until you get to, is it a QSSC before you can, do Zoom meetings. I said, no, I'm going to buy Zoom and I'll be doing my meetings, doing interviews. Yes, just to share with the community how best and good for us to embrace the greens, because that is what the body needs. That is the fuel for the body.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the goal for the body. So the business, it's really very good. Yes, I have my target. I know I haven't get there. I know definitely I will get there. So
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Do
Yes,
you guys have your vision board yet?
yes, I do.
Good. Good. You know,
I have
because
yes,
when
I
you
do.
have,
I do.
you do as well.
I do have one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
You
yes.
know.
The
Yeah.
vision board actually helps, and it gives you a check as to where you are going and
It
where
does, doesn't
you
it?
want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
And where you want to be. Yes, yes. And you have your daily affirmations. I mean,
Mhm.
you have your daily plan, and you work towards it. And so that is what I'm doing actually, and I believe it will help me. And I am certain. I'm not hoping. Hoping is just undecisive. So I'm certain that I will get there.
Yeah. Give me one thing that in 2022 is on your vision board.
Mm-hmm. Sorry?
Give me one thing for 2022 that's on your vision board.
One thing on my vision board 2022 is to have 10 countries.
Yes. That's
A
what I'm talking
customer.
about.
Yes. I want a consumer and a team from there.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Bossman Edward, one thing on your vision board for 2022.
Well, I want to touch as many lives. And that's just the word I'm giving out there, but it's
Yes.
visualized in a very pictorial way.
Yes. Yes, indeed. One of the things on my vision board is right behind me. Look, we're in a business with a company that is doing so much, right, to make sure we have such a lucrative business. 100%. They're launching new countries, right? They're putting more training out there to support people so that you're not left alone. But they're also looking at the market for us. Yeah? Because all we do is we use the product, we become product of the product, and we share our story, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
That's all we do. Acquire customers and build a team. We have a fantastic website, that's open in 26, 27 countries that allows us to be able to do this, right? And that's why Boss Lady, she wants to reach out to 10 countries. I'm in 6 countries at the moment. I want to reach out to 10, 20 countries by the end of 2022. That's what we have to look at. Why? Because you're reaching lives. Yeah, it's not so much about me. It's not so much about you, right? It's about who else may need these products that we have. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this board behind me, powered by plant-based nutrition. Anyone who has any single business acumen, they can just based on this, it's been forecast that people can go top position PMB Plus just from this alone. It is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely. I am so excited about it. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait. We're already knocking on James. For that, I'll join 3-4 James if I have to. But that is the vision. This is a business that you do part-time. Okay. Some of us here are still will work full-time. That's fair enough. And you do it part-time. But doing this business part-time doesn't mean part-time effort. Why? Because there are people who've walked this path already and they're already financially free.
Mm-hmm.
But having said financially free, right, doesn't mean that you have to become multimillionaire or whatever. If this Juice Plus business just pays your monthly expenses, you are financially free.
Mm-hmm.
There are reasons why people join our business, right? Some people just want to join our business as some people will not like this. They join our business as part of a country club, yeah, because they like to party, they like to be part of something, but you still need them in your business, right? There are some people who want to make some serious money in this business. The opportunity is there. We're not making any income claims, but extra 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000, 10,000 a month It is possible in this business, absolutely possible in this business. But you have to do 10,000 pounds worth of work. You know,
Right.
the support is there, the tools are there, right? This is one of the tools we're using here, Zoom. God bless Zoom. You know, to be able to reach out to more people. I have a team member in Singapore. I don't even speak Chinese. You know,
Yeah.
so you know, it means that the way we do our business, promoting on social media, yeah, I've come to learn more about social media now. It means you
Yeah.
can reach a wider audience from the comfort of your own home, you know, without, I wouldn't say without sweating, you know, but, you know, you need to be consistent with this thing. And that is what, if anybody's listening out there that's thinking about maybe a second stream of revenue or multiple streams of revenue, this is something that we can teach you. We can show you how, right? Because there's a proven track record. There's a path to follow. Does it make sense? Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. We have people who do this business part-time. Some people do it full-time, you know. But here's the thing, right? And I found this the other day, and I want to actually quickly show you this and share it with this. Let's see if I can share my screen. Tony Robbins, what a guy. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I want people to remember this. In our business and on this platform, we're not trying to impress you. We're just trying to impress upon you that there is a better way. But here's the thing, right? A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. So we're not trying to convince you. We just want to show you a better way. Why? Because we've got to learn in this business that SW, SW, SW next. What does that mean? Right? Everyone, you can type in the chat if you want. You can say it after me. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. That's what we do. We're ambassador for promoting healthier lifestyle around the world. Yeah? Juice Plus has been around for 50 years. They're going to continue to be around for more years than whether it's with you or without you. But we would rather be with you. So some will, some won't. Don't worry about it. So what? We move on to the next person. Who's ready to make some money? That's what we're looking for. Yeah. Who's ready to make a healthier lifestyle? Who's ready to make one simple change? That's what we're looking for. And who's ready to be a servant leader? That is what we're looking for. And we will train you on how to do that. Yeah. So on that note, right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay. And I know Mr. Edward will have to dash off, right? So if Mr. Edward, if you're still there, if you can spend just 1 minute before you dash off, please, 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'll stay here up to 8 minutes from now.
Excellent. I like that. Now that is commitment, guys. That is commitment. I like that. What will be your 2 top tips for anybody out there who's actually considering, right, maybe jumping on board on our movement?
Well. This has been so quick a time. Time flies. I can't even believe that it's an hour right now. And you know, Brother AJ, everyone listening on the Zoom and FB platform, I'll share some tips that actually directly have impacted me and are impacting me, because there are so many tips out there that I can share, probably a gazillion. Tip number 1, run your race. It's not, a sprint. It's a marathon. Because you have to run your race in the sense that you are not in the comfort zone. Stay out of the comfort zone and don't look left, don't look right.
Yes.
That's one thing I've always, I try to do. Number 2, this is a healthy business. It's about you. And for you to be you, you have to love the product,
Yeah.
use the product, and share the product. In short, all I'm saying is love your product and be the product of the product. That's the second tip. The third one that I've actually embarked on, and some time ago, I never thought it was that important. I used to hear a lot of my fellow partners talk about it, but having jumped onto this habit, I'm actually winning in so many ways and benefiting in so many ways. Have someone to tag along with.
Yeah.
Why am I saying so? Tagging along with someone, others will call it mentor or whatever it
That's
is.
right. Yeah.
That creates accountability in you. You're not going to be a hazy walker on your own. The only way you can walk a straight path and control yourself when you zigzag is someone watching you.
Yeah.
And you're actually watching that person as it is. In other words, have someone to connect with regularly.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Boss Lady, what would be your top 2, top 3 tips for anybody actually considering jumping on board?
Yeah, the top 3, would I say, should I consider it as top? No. First of all, you consider your I'll say that your pension as you are growing. For example, most of us came here when we were more than 20 years. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought my Zoom is going off. We came here when we were more than 25 years, and so our pension, probably you didn't find work immediately. Probably you started having children. You've been a housewife for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to have for your pension? I want you to consider that. That is number one. Number one, because you can't imagine at the end of the probably your husband has been here more than 10, 20 years. I remember there was a lady who was in it, said 5,000 where she was, and now they are asking her to pay tax. I said, yes, so don't stop the business because they're asking you to pay the tax. Because when you go to hospitals, this tax is where, especially women, we've been enjoying the hospital benefits. In Italy, we don't pay anything. So our pension is number one. Because you might not be able to contribute much, and at the end of the day, nobody knows where our life is going to lead us. So you consider that so that you'll be able to contribute more to it. That at the end of the day, your husband is taking his 400, you also take in your 500. With this business, I tell you can contribute more to you, even have more than 500. And then the second thing is for your soul to enjoy life more.
Yeah.
To enjoy life more. Now, for yourself and for your children, and the comfort of your pension is 65. Obama went on pension at the age of 55. Yes, you might be even 60 years now, but you never know. Within 2-3 years and you're on pension. I think my point is all based on our pension, honestly. I really want to, because it's something that I've been discussing with my friends, that seriously really have to work towards our pension. How much are we contributing towards that? Whether you are going home, you are staying here, looking at the age, your lifespan, or the age, you are not able to buy a house. So at the age of 65 years, are you still going to pay rent? Are you going to have a house of your own? So with this business, you give yourself even 5 years, whether you are 30, 40, 50, or 60, just give yourself 5 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
these are the only tips that I'll say. I mean, we should be able to look at that to work towards our pension. That's all I would say.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. And it's so poignant, all those, tips that you guys have given, because I know that some people probably want to retire by the age of 40, 45, start playing on the golf course. Yeah.
Yes.
But, for those who have passed that age, you're right. You need to think about, the ripe old age of 60, 65, how much money are you going to be on? I mean, the one thing has just come to me as you were saying that a lot of people out there are on what I call the 40-40 plan, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know what I mean, it means that they work 40 hours a week for 40 years, only to retire on 40% of the income that wasn't enough for them in the first place. What kind of life is that? Yeah. All we're saying is this may not be a multimillionaire event or venture for you, but it could be £1,000 a month venture for you. It could be a £10,000 a month venture for you if you're prepared to put in the work, right? We will coach you. We will hold your hands so that we will teach you so that you are ready to be able to become a teacher yourself. That's what we're offering. Yeah. No magic pills, no magic wands. Yeah. No free ride, but ain't no free money either.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it works. It works. It's been working for 50 years. It's been working before me, and it's going to continue to work after me. All I have to do is plug in myself into the system, right, and take my own little piece of the pie to be able to satisfy my own pension or my own dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, Boss Lady, I believe, are we going to go off Facebook now? You're muted. Yes. Okay. Cool. So, guys, I really appreciate it. We're now coming off Facebook. All right. So if you're watching from anybody's platform, please get in touch with the person you're watching on, right? So that they can share some more information with you if you really want to. Yeah. Okay. So we're now.
All right,
off
Brother
Facebook.
AJ. Am I excused?
Thank you. 1,000 thank you very much for that, Edward. Right. And good luck with your business and good luck with the test you're going to do now. But we really appreciate you being on this platform and sharing your experience with us. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Eruwaba, right?
Okay, bye.
Sister AJ, Sister Charity, and all the boss ladies and boss men on the platform. I thank you so much for having given me this opportunity, and I wish everyone good luck, a happy new year, and thank you so much. Let me rush to go and have this, monster checked on me.
Yes.
Do we have anyone here that has been invited? Somebody invited you and you have a question? I can see Galaxy Tab A.
We got Galaxy Tab A. Yeah.
Can I get it?
Okay, you're excused,